mind, let's waste no time and get right to our guest, Bijan Robinson, running back for your Texas Longhorns. Perloff, you and Bijan just got to hang out a little at the Steve Clarkson quarterback retreat in Los Angeles. We'll update everyone on what's going on with that. But Bijan, it's Maggie and Perloff in New York. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm awesome. Thanks for having me on the show. It's awesome. It's just been a blessing, to be here and to be around here with all the guys and to, just see what we can do, for the season. But I've been great. It's just good to talk to you.
Oh, man, thanks so much for carving out some time for us. We do appreciate it. We know that you're busy. We have tons to talk about because, of course, Texas is in the news a lot lately. But we got to start with your NIL deal. And I'm sure you get asked about it a lot because it's so baller. To get a Lamborghini NIL deal, Bijan, I said if I was an NFL general manager, I wouldn't even want to know your combine record, your combine numbers.
Right.
Just what was the state of the Lambo when you returned it to the dealership? That's what I'm going to draft you on. What's the state of the Lambo right now?
Man, it's great. Just being able to have that, drive it. It's cool. Just a blessing to have. I try not to. Bring it around, much, because I'm just not that much of a flashy guy. But, just being able to have a blessing, or being able to be blessed to have, such a cool deal like that. I tried to, help the other guys and make the other guys feel a part just as much as I do. So, it's cool to be a part of that deal, and I just want to keep learning and growing from it.
Bijan, I have a really lame question. Is the Lambo, I assume it's stick, can you get a Lamborghini in automatic, or does that just kill the whole point?
What are you asking for, a friend?
So Lamborghinis they're automatic.
They are?
Yeah, oh. You can choose what you want to do. You can put it in automatic, or you can put it in the little stick shifts on the wheel. So, but I always use mine automatic. I'm not a stick guy.
As you're driving around Austin, Texas in a Lambo. I love it. Bijan Robinson is our guest. So we also found out that you're not the only member of the Texas Longhorns with a pretty cool car NIL deal, that Quinn Ewers has a deal with Aston Martin. So have you guys been able to drive each other's cars and kind of check out the competition? Yeah,
we a lot of the guys on the team have some cool car deals. Like you just said with Quinn's Aston Martin deal. It's cool, seeing his car parked there and then mine behind him. And then you have the Marvin's gigantic truck that's green. They call it the Hulk because he lifted it to as high as it can be. So, you have him, you have, Xavier, he has a Corvette. There's just so many, blessings that we've gotten on this team. But I always tell the guys, when we start winning games and start, competing at a high level, then everybody will get blessed with things like that. So I try to just make it a team factor, a team idea before everybody, gets everything that they need and that they deserve.
Bijan, speaking of Quinn Ewers, he's reportedly in a quarterback battle with Hudson Card. Give us a sense of where Ewers is at Texas. Is he getting more comfortable? Been there a little while now. Is he ready to go?
Yeah. He's getting comfortable. He's still getting acclimated with all the offense and with the with all the guys, and he's just putting his head down and working. Just putting in work. Getting used to the plays, getting used to everything, and he's worried about what he needs to worry about. He's controlling what he can control. So that's what I feel that's important to him. And with him and Hudson being in the battle, they're both just competing at a high level right now, just trying to be the best quarterbacks that they can be.
Yeah, how would you characterize that quarterback battle?
Oh, it's great. It's fun to see, them two just learning off of each other, and them two just wanted to better each other, for the future of this team. And, I know that, there's a lot of hype around it and a lot of media around it, but they don't care about it. They just want to, be great for themselves, team, and start learning a lot. So for when September 3rd comes, they'll be just ready to go.
We're talking to Texas running back Bijan Robinson. Of course, another high-profile quarterback will be headed to Austin before long. Have you had a chance to hang out with Arch Manning on any of his visits?
Yes, I have. Just having him, be at the visits and to see, how he is as a person and how he is and what he can do for this team. It's important. It's important to have a guy like that, and a guy that can bring a lot of guys with him. He's cool to have him here, have him commit here. And whatever happens for the future for him, I just wish him for the best.
Bijan, the day that, the times you've gotten to hang out with Arch, like, what's his personality like? Is he more Peyton? Is he more Eli? Like, what do you get from Arch Manning?
I'm not really sure. I don't really know. He's just a cool kid. He's a cool kid, in my opinion. He might not be like any of them. When I talk to him, it's just me and him just talking to his dudes, his bros. That's pretty much it. So, I believe he's a great kid, and he'll learn a lot. For this last year that he's in high school before he gets to college.
Sorry, Bijan, kind of another follow-up on Arch. Do you get a sense that this is a guy who's coming in with a chip on his shoulder to try to prove that, he's not just about his famous last name, or do you get a sense that he's very comfortable with his sort of celebrity?
No. He's not really about the media. I can see a lot of me and him. He just wants to be, a guy that can make an impact on the team and be a team guy, and he's just worried about trying to be the best that he can be, at his position. And he knows that he has a lot of pressure. He knows that he has a lot of media, trying to cover him and everything. But the cool thing about him, he's not really focused. He's not really focused on that. He's focused on his team, about what he needs to do this year for his team. And then, when he gets to college, and then hopefully everything will take care of itself.
We're talking a lot of quarterbacks, Bijan, but we know Texas is going to hand the ball off a lot last year.
Yep.
If you were talking to Sark, what's the ideal game plan for Bijan Robinson? How many carries would you like in a big game?
I always say as many as I need for the team. I'm such a team guy as well, and I know that Sark will put me in a lot of different positions to help this team win. Whether it's lining me up at receiver, lining me up at slot, lining me up at obviously running back, but as many as I can help the team get a dub, and it may be maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe 30. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just trying to be the best I can be for this team, and if that requires me doing a heavy workload, then let's get it.
Bijan, when you look ahead to, I'm sure, hopefully playing, of course, at the next level in the NFL, running backs have been a bit, devalued just when it comes to the draft, really. We know game plans, the run game is still incredibly important to a lot of teams. But is it calculated for you to try to show what you can do in the passing game to make yourself as attractive as possible for teams on the next level when it comes to being drafted?
Yeah, absolutely. When you're a guy that can, do more than just run the football, and be used in so many different ways, your value is very important to a team, because they can trust you to do so many things in offense that, a lot of running backs sometimes probably can't do. So when you're a guy that can be a mismatch to cornerbacks and to safeties and obviously to linebackers and, to everybody on the defense, and you're a focus of trying to be stopped in multiple positions, then, that's just what a team loves, and that's what a team needs. And that's what teams are looking for now, the future of my position.
Bijan, Heisman voters lately have been going quarterback a lot. Do you think that's fair, or is running back in the college game also being a little bit undervalued? Because to me, it seems, watching Texas play last year, running backs deserve to be in that Heisman mix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For me, the Heisman talk is, I know it's a big focus in college football, but I try not to focus on it a lot, because, when you start believing like that type of stuff, then you really start believing it, and then it can hinder your game. But I just try to work as hard as I can so people can see what we got here at Texas. And I know that Texas isn't I know we're a little hated by a lot of people, but we just feed into it, and we know that the quarterback spot has been a focus on the Heisman, but I know God has a plan for my life and for what I need and for what's going to happen in the future, and I just got to keep trusting in Him and whatever I got to do.
Bijan, last one for me. I think Perloff has a Marvel question for you, but you guys finished 5-7 last year, of course. But you just mentioned you feel like you're kind of hated. The team's been in the news a lot. Clearly, the Arch Manning commit was massive.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's a huge target, even more so, playing at Texas this season?
Yeah, absolutely. I believe that we've experienced a lot of things in the past year of going 5-7, and just only helped us in the offseason and where our mentality is and how we're trying to approach this season. Because now that we felt that hurt from last year, we felt those lost games, the bus rides and everything. We just thought that we never want to experience that ever again. So we've been in the media a lot. I know Texas is usually in the media when it comes to football, but we don't really focus on it. We try to do the best that we can to eliminate it and be together as a team and take this team to new heights that it's been before.
Bijan, I saw you on Memorial Day, and we were talking about Marvel movies. So I hadn't seen Doctor Strange yet and Multiverse of Madness. So I watched it this week. I liked it, but I didn't love it. Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't make sense to me.
You loved it?
I'm biased because I'm a huge Marvel fan. Like, I think that anything Marvel puts out is gold. Like, it's amazing. So if you didn't like it, I mean, I understand. I can understand it. But Dr. Strange, he's the man. He's the man in my book. So I'm just a really biased guy when it comes to Marvel.
Yeah, Maggie does not watch Marvel movies. Just tell her real quick why she should.
Don't tell him. I'm going to lose all street cred with Bijan Robinson if he knows I've never seen a Marvel movie.
No, you're good. No. I mean, it's just like whatever fan you are. There's Marvel and DC. But if you ever do want to start getting into it, or if you're ever just at home and you see a Marvel movie pop up, you should just watch it and see the storyline behind it. And it's amazing. It's amazing. It'll open up your eyes in a lot of different ways when it comes to film. So that's up to you.
I've been told I have to start with Avengers. I'm going to start with Avengers, and we'll see where it goes.
Maybe a cameo someday, Bijan. We got to get you into an Avengers movie. Would that be the best thing ever?
Hey man, that would be an amazing thing on my book, and I'm striving to do it. I'm striving to be that on a cameo in one of those movies. That'd be great. I hope that'll happen one day.
Well, Andrew Perloff is in the Netflix movie Hustle. I'm not sure if you've seen it.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's the reporter who's asking the questions to Bo Cruz when he finds out that Bo's going to be in the Combine.
And what's crazy is I'm going to be watching that movie when I get on this plane, so I will see you. I will definitely see you.
Keep an eye out. Bijan, you're great for doing this. Thank you so much for taking some time for us. We know it's a busy time. Best of luck this season. We'll be watching.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you. Hey, you guys.
Appreciate you. Bijan Robinson, University of Texas Longhorns running back. And, guy gets it, right?
And humility. He drips humility.
Thank you for watching our video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more videos like this, just hit the bell.
Yeah, ring the bell.
Just hit the bell.